here, back for more Final Fantasy. Last time around, we made a lot of progress into Pandemonium, unlocking the final third. We still have to actually do it, but right now we're well below the eye level for it. I think we need like, 615 to continue. So, until we are at level for it, we're going to continue with other things. For one thing, we can do the Gods plane adventure, which if we are able to queue for it, I will do. But we're also going to be able to do Lapis Manalis, which is the next main story. So we're going to queue for both of those, and while we're waiting, we'll continue doing the thing of mining things. It does look like the queue times aren't as bad as they were last night, which is to be expected at this point. Right, let's take a look then. So we want to start our hunt for stuff at... I'm going to look for stuff that's actually easy to get to. Blue Frog. Looks like that's where we're starting. To continue the plot, the mining expedition. Yeah, it doesn't matter which of the story ones, these story things pop. Looks like they both have less than 5 minutes on them. But they'll both teleport us away from this area the moment that they do pop. So we'll want to be quick about gathering resources from here. Thing we have the highest chance of getting is basilisk eggs. So I should have used the thing that increases the odds of getting things, but I clicked something else. See, the thing is that we're able to complete a collection log, which I really hope we are able to. We'll be able to continue with the story without issue. Because we should have everything we need to not only to turn in the actual class quests, but to use for crafting everything crafters need to craft. That's a big reason I'm getting so many of these resources. Okay, it's approaching 5 minutes. For the main scenario mission, we need a healer and a tank. While for Alliance raid, I think it's just DPSs we need. It's more than likely that the Alliance raid will pop first. based on the current capacity, the current signups. But we'll have to wait and see. Yep, because we just need 6 more DPS. Which is always fun when there's enough of everything except DPS, oddly. Means there's probably a need for DPSs, which means there'll be a bonus in place for those who are doing this via roulette. I can't do it via roulette right now. Because I think you need your eye level maxed out or to have completed all of the alliance raids for this level. Plus, I wanted to use my alliance raid roulettes for, Ooh, we lost a healer. That's annoying. It's always a risk whenever you're waiting for content. Oh. Discipline of Land. Something rare has popped up. The unspoiled minerals. Those contain rare resources, but they're only available for a limited time. So whenever they pop up, you should immediately rush over to them. Granted, you can only get so many of the resources from them, which is another reason why it's a good idea to have King's Yield set up for it. But we don't have that right now. Oh, it's got hidden stuff as well. Okay. Goddamn, I hate when people withdraw. Damn it. Okay, well, we tried. Lapis Manalis is the one that's popped, anyways. So, main scenario it is. Which is good. It means we can stay busy while we wait for the other one to pop. Really? Okay, Alliance raid instead. The Alliance raid was the one that popped first. Now it's popped second. Come on, people. Some of us really want to continue with the story of this. God damn it, again! Come on, people. You were queuing for this for a while. Why don't you want to do it? Come on, last tank. Just say yes. You are literally the last person. It's gonna run out, isn't it? Yep. I hate how this is happening repeatedly. That's popping. Only to then not work. Like, it baffles me. Again, last healer. Please, please don't. Thank you. Good. 11 minutes in, and we're continuing with the story. Ooh, golden fields. Appropriate for a harvest goddess, I believe, is who we're meeting. Certainly pretty. Yep, she's the harvest goddess.
At last the time has come.
Oh yeah, I was looking up what each god is for each month. And as it turns out, the god for my month, my birth month, is Nald Thal, which is the god of life and death. Meanwhile, my partner gets the one after this one, who is the god of time and space. Oh. Oh my god. They gave the harvest goddess a fucking country song. Amazing. I'm loving it. It's a good sounding song. But that's such a stereotype. Oop. Ow. Okay, that was bad timing on my part. I acknowledge that. So, what is it? When I see the flowers move away, when I see the grassland move in close. Oh, her entire domain changes depending on her powers. That's interesting. Appropriate. I think I got my... Yep. Timing wrong again. Still, there's 16 of us. Trees, which was the move in one. Yeah. the flowers move out. This is going well. Oh god, I died.
Mine is the breath of the earth.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I actually don't know what I was supposed to do there. If somebody sees somebody confused, it would be nice if they,
My heart
helped.
rejoices for our union.
Just offer advice to those of us who are new and don't know what the heck we're doing here. But this one I remember. Ooh, she's doing something different. Oh god. Yep. I moved poorly there. I should have observed better. That's my own fault though. Like, I know when I've messed up.
Bow down like the willow.
Just keep everyone else alive, and if you guys win this fight, it'll be easier. I, meanwhile, I'm gonna just move things around.
Beyond adversity lies strength. Good
Actually,
children, be strong for what awaits.
now that I think about it, we have had enemies lists that were long enough to, okay, so that's casting, and that's maiming. Cool. Wow, it's a mobs level, and things are shifting around elsewhere. So we're gonna have to fight a few mobs as we make our way towards the, what else is new? Is somebody using their... In fairness, it actually makes sense to use the limit breaks in between. They're not going to be that much use against the bosses who are unlikely to get 3. Or if we do, it's going to be like a low 3. Oh. These are creatures that only existed in the ancient past. The fuck are they doing here? Something's coming. That is what they got turned into. Thanks to our intervention. Huh. I guess these are ancient gods. if they were around during the time of the 12... If the 12 were around during the time of the Ancients, then... it certainly would be interesting. But there they are. The god of time of space. Of course it would have to be.
Forgive me,
So
but I
manipulated
couldn't stay
space.
away.
What the?
It seems my sister shall be joining us.
What?
'Tis only
Nemea.
that we face you together.
Are you kidding me? We're facing two at once.
I will spin your fate.
Does that mean there's only going to be 3 arenas this time?
Have you the strength to defy fate?
It's half...
The sands of time are mine to command.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing during this fight. I haven't seen a mechanic that's... Wait. Should all of C be over there dealing with Nemea?
I shall measure your worth. Surrender to my power.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically. I guess most of us are dealing with Altiak.
Pray to the stars on high.
Ah, I see how it is now. It was a timer. It wasn't a... You have to have this many people waiting on the platform thing. It was, this is the order that it's going to do a knockback. See, that's the thing. Some of these mechanics really aren't communicated in the manner that they... that I can tell. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. With the cards.
Long have I awaited this moment.
Oh, I got frozen. People move away from me? I can't... Okay. Or don't. What does that mean, the fact that we think?
This too is fate.
What does that mean, the fact that we
Upon the
encountered
most
2 of them?
exalted of battlefields you shall stand.
Frostreed portal. Because we've now encountered 3 of them. We're gonna come to a frozen domain, which means... Oop. God damn it. So,
Summon your courage and press on.
who is all but certain that Halone awaits? Mm-hmm. Yep.
I, the Fury, shall test your strength of spirit.
We've encountered 4 of the gods, so it seems that Halone is actually going to be the last one. Oh shit.
For glory, you must be prepared to render your all.
Oh god. Remember how this works. Hearts. Oh, you really need to pay attention. Okay, she's doing that way, close in, and to the right. For her left. Okay, this is a fun fight.
You must do better than that against me.
Oh. Okay, that is an interesting one. You basically have to watch to see where they're going to converge. Let's go in the other side now. Oh shit. Okay. So that's what that is. You are a fascinating opponent, hello.
There is no retreat, only victory or defeat.
Damn it.
Victory must be seized with one's own hands.
Mm-hmm. Moons. Oh, this is a break up, and there's not many people in the lower one. Maybe revive some people here? I'm apparently staying down. More people should have come to the southern one. They can't get in to do anything to it now. But there again, they need to focus on the middle one. Ooh, I got something. Ooh, I got the breeches. Nice. Focus on the mid... Oh. I guess when they...
Ice unyielding, now rest.
Okay, can the healer, one of the healers, please revive me now? So I believe.
Mine is the easiest.
Cool. You are a fascinating opponent, Helone. Like, I'm really enjoying this battle. Such a narrow field. Oh god. No. Haha. We avoided it.
There is no retreat, only victory or defeat.
That time I got it.
Yes! Lose yourself in the joy of battle!
I'm enjoying her. Okay, so outer ring, to the right, to the middle, to the left. Don't be standing in front of her. She's really fun.
Well fought, mortals. Your
it's
next
not
test
over.
awaits.
How is it not over? We faced 4 of the gods. Oh, well, between areas. Okay, so I have to wait until I'm in the next area. We slid on ice and arrived at our destination. Who are you? Menfina. I'm sorry, you instigated a ready check in the middle of the fight.
Bathe in the moon's tender glow.
Oh, I forgot we had to fight Menfina. Wait, did we already? Namia's from a completely different one. We faced 5 of the gods in one area?
Bear to me your lover's heart. Behold my power.
She has a good song, though. Did each member of these get their own song? If so, that's very appropriate to give gods their own, like, soundtrack.
Lest you wait, 'tis naught I cannot handle. Is it too much for mortals, I wonder? Prepare yourself. Have mercy upon them.
She is certainly, I don't know. I found Helone more fun so far. There again, this fight has just started, so... Oops. Okay, I got that wrong. I know where to go though, so... I'm sure they can be forgiving. We didn't die, that's the important thing. If you have the marker, maybe don't use a dash-in move. There we go. It's pretty. Oh, she summoned a wolf. Okay, that's cute. Oh, is it her? It's her pet. Now she's riding on it. I love that. Wait, she sat up there drinking tea. Jesus. It looked like she was drinking tea there for a moment. Which, admittingly, if a goddess was drinking tea while she fought us, that would be such a mood. Okay, she just became a lot more interesting anyway. Her first phase is kind of dull.
You're always in my heart.
I'm really having fun with this fight now. Ah, see now how this one works. Yeah, odds are we weren't gonna get 3. So, if people wanted to use the things now, that's totally fine. Yay, we did it! We also saw Namiya. Which means we've actually encountered 9 of the
Our
gods.
dreams may yet become reality. Thank you.
Oh, the wolf made a little pitiful moan. What do they mean by their dreams will become reality? What do they want? No, we get another alliance raid though. Of course I'm not getting that. I got an orchestrion roll. Nice. We did another realm. And the door to it opened. You're both safe, thank goodness. You have the data then? Wonderful, wonderful. I don't suppose I could do the honors and replace the transcriber cartridge? I've always wanted to take a closer look. Take care of removing it now. We don't want anything to happen to the data. You made her nervous. Carefully does it. Come to me, O knowledge divine. Come to me. What is that? Ah! Hi, Menfina. Ah! Oh. It's alright. The cartridge is safe. Let's finish the task before there are any more surprises. Oh. Oh, they've all shown up. Yay. Except without their mounts. 5 this time. You have our gratitude for bringing us closer to achieving our dream. Oh, Alfik. Must you always be so formal? Alfik is the one that I said is my partner's. Although he has trouble expressing, I assure you, my brother is absolutely giddy with joy. Huh. And Haloni apparently has no eyes. I can only really pay attention to them fully when they're like this. Why are you here, Nofika? Have you not sufficiently amused yourself with the mortals? Not nearly. I would talk to them some more. Nofika promised you the key to deciphering the monument, did she not? Yes, that's correct. Then you would do well to hold in your minds that which harbors information. Come now, brother, you need to speak plainer than that. To clarify, we shall create the objects you need, but your assistance is required to give them form. Worry not, appearance has no effect on function. Just try to imagine that which in your mind is used to hold information. A book, a book, a map, a book. What do we get? A Of course we get a tombstone. I'm sorry, is it funny that the 3 scholars all get books, while the guy that goes off on quest on his own got what looked like a map, and we got a fucking tombstone? Oh, there, these instruments will be useful in your quest. Across the Eorzea lie eternal stones that hold the information required to complete the words of the monument. By holding an instrument out to a stone, it will take that information onto itself. We scattered these stones across the realm that mortals would not uncover our secrets. Of late, however, it would seem you have found alternative uses for them as objects of worship. Could they be the marks of the 12? Indeed. Based on the smell. They are, aren't they? Oh, to think they harbored information on the gods. It seems we have our next destinations. Aside from the 3 city-states, I believe the marks are located in Kurthus and Merdona. I propose we split up, the quicker to finish the task. I wish to come too. No, Minfina, it would not do to burden these children so. After all this time, we finally have the chance to speak with mortals, to learn about them from up close, and we're not like to have another. I must say, I share Minfina's view. Even you, Halone? I'd like to learn about you too. I believe I speak for all of us. By all means, let us travel together. Music to my ears. We shall watch over you and see that you safely reach your destinations. Without further ado, then. Not so fast. Ah! Okay. Really? A fucking meerkat? Azuma, the sun goddess, takes the form of a bloody meerkat. Oh my god. Of course Nalthal takes the form of a mummy. That's very appropriate for him. Do you think you could go frolicking without us? The others have our domain well in hand, so we are coming too. Well now, far be it from us to stop you. Let us assume our disguises too. Please choose a mortal to accompany. Please, let it be something inconspicuous. Oh. So, who am I getting? Okay, golem and a fish. Okay, these are all very simple forms. I get the bunny. I wanted the one that's going with him, the wolf. That's more cute. That's more my vibe. I believe my destination is Thanalan. Then it's La Nocia for Raha. The 12's Wood for Kryl. And last but not least, Mordorna and Kurthus for Derek and Sparks. Who took the form of what? Will you be alright, Kryl? I shall be fine. You needn't worry. Oh my god. Oh. So Minfina takes the form of a rabbit and Halone... Okay. That is very appropriate a form for Halone. I love it. We abided by the gods' selections, but why do you suppose the two of us were grouped together? Probably because we have... Why, because you make the most intriguing pair. The gods-felling hero and the world-faring explorer. I shall relish the chance to learn about both of you. Aw, Mephida's cute as a little rabbit. Now then, the others have already set forth, so let's do the same. Aside from my own mark, I believe we'll find those of Thaliak and Halone in Mordona and Kurthus. Oh my, what an adorable creature. Delighted to meet you, little one. It seems to want to join us, too. What an unusual company this has become. The gods truly know no inhibition. Forgive me, Sparks. I couldn't have anticipated this turn of events. It's fine. This is normal for me at this point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let us seek out the marks at once. Yes, yes, no need to be so hasty. Shall we then, Sparks? The nearest mark is Thalia. It's just outside of Mordona. If memory serves, it overlooks the lake at a place called Rathfrost. Ah, we split up into 4 groups and each take 3 of the god's things. Okay. I'll be right back. I just need to run to the toilet, so see you all in a little bit. Alright, let's continue. We're going to Rathfrost. Ba ba ba. Okay, there are a lot of quests in this area. Go, my birdie. Oh yeah, before we start the next cutscene, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, we can't fly around that way. Weh. Sometimes I hate the height limit, because I feel like it should be higher than it is. But I get why they have the height limit set to what they have. If they have it too low... Well, let me put it this way. Everything above this doesn't have collision detection. Because of the fact that flight was something that was never envisioned for a lot of areas, they have to set it to a height that means that they won't have to do too much collision detection stuff. Because basically everything above doesn't really exist. It's just there for sight. There's no, like, barriers or anything to it to prevent us from phasing through. So, hence why we can't get up that high. Now then, we're to hold out an instrument of stone. Would you care to do the honors here, Sparks? The instrument vibrates rapidly. 'Tis done. The information held in the stone has been etched. As Althix said, these stones are eternal. No matter their shape or location, Their nature is unchanging. Together with the monument in the Omphalos, they have remained the same since time immemorial. 'Twas the love that men bear to us, and we for the star, that compelled us to create the monument and the stones. And though men do not know the truth of the stones, they offer them prayer. This act is a manifestation of your bond with us, while the stones are a manifestation of our bond with the star. And so, by praying to the stones, you effectively cultivate a bond between yourselves and us and the star. Beautiful, is it not? Though they appreciate your eagerness to talk, perhaps we should save some conversation for the destinations to come. If we linger too long in any one place, we are liable to be late to reconvene with the others. Then let us make for the central highlands of Kurthus. Within the Fury's gaze, my own mark awaits. Of course. Of course it's gonna be right near the place where they worship her. Probably part of the reason they worship her is because of that stone. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to check. How are we doing? 307. I should check my other classes quickly while we're on the way there. Did Gunbreaker get anything? Nope. Scholar. Got some new trousers. Summoner. Got a new hat. Or mask, rather. And machinist. Didn't get anything new. We've already equipped the best stuff from this. You know, it's a shame that we can't fully... There isn't enough glamour plate slots to have every ounce of gear actually stored away for glamours. I would like to have that option. But sadly, it is not the case. Okay, it's in a cave. We'll have to navigate around to said cave. Oh, this is beautiful. I didn't even know this was here. Has this always been here? Really? If so, they planned this a long time in advance. There it is, the mark of the Fury. It wouldn't do to burden you constantly. I shall extract the information this time. Looking back, Halone, you've grown noticeably more imposing this past millennium. There are also more statues in the Heaven of Ice. Oh, but an idea occurs to me. Sparks, this time I want you to share what you know about the worship of Halone. I dare say it would be interesting to hear what mankind thinks of her from your perspective. The church is returning to its roots, going to separate itself from the state. Ah, so the people's faith continues to evolve. You and yours are ever on the move, marching inexorably forward. It is a quality I find admirable. How very fascinating. It is a fine thing indeed to hear directly from mortals. Still, as much as Helone loves her children, it troubles her to see them at war with the dragons, to see those who share this star spill each other's blood. As you should well know, Menfina, it isn't our place to judge the fate of mortals. Even when we lend them our aid, we must refrain from intervening in their affairs. Lest there be any doubt, mankind's faith in us is mankind's alone. By your prayer, our forms are become that which they need to be. Apologies for the wait. Acquired the information, have you? Excellent. Let us proceed to the next mark. Mine. As I recall, it lies near the Steel Vigil, by the cliff west of the entrance. Follow me. Off she goes, little bunny. Oh, she is actually... This is still in the same area. Interesting that 2 of the stones should be within... Well, I guess in fairness, 3 of the stones are in Ul'dah. And like... And what was it? 3 were in the 12's wood? Kurthus and Mordona are pretty close together as well. The whole country is, to be honest. And it's interesting, these are the gods of Eorzea specifically. Makes you wonder if the gods of the other lands are more than just primals. Or if the other lands merely worship 12 but under different names. Because this isn't an uncommon thing in different cultures. Jesus Christ. Yes, I did just notice when we flew all the way up here that that is a freaking, like, spear. That's a harpoon gun or something. Jesus Christ. Mounted on top of a tower, so I know it's dragon fighting. Where is Menfina's? Hey, Menfina. Well now, aren't you? Eat quick. My mark lies just ahead. Let's wait for the others and then continue together. Ah, her mark is just beside a gravestone. Oh look, someone's praying. How delightful to see one of my faithful children. O benevolent goddess, grant me deliverance. I beseech you, save my soul. You're the one who was hunting down the lambs of Dalamud. Lambs of Dalamud. I forget that. I knew it. Knew you wouldn't stop till you've dealt with every last one of us. Now you've come from me. To think this is her will. Lambs of... Who the fuck are the lambs of Dalamud? I'm sorry, I need to... Near the end of the 6th Astral Era, Fallen the Guardian Empire made contact with Dalamud, began to slowly descend towards the realm of Eorzea. From the land of people of Eorzea believed to be a lesser moon, even worshipping at times through history. Of those who worshipped the lesser moon, however, none were more fervent as the lambs of Dalamud. When the moon began approaching, this cult viewed it as a deity in some form or another, and its approach as a sign of their deity's return. The Ewan constituents are unknown as taken by the lambs of Dalamud to often return. It is unclear if the lambs were seeking to resurrect their god or harbor goodwill from it when the moon touched down, or if the moon itself was the god. The prevailing belief is that by offering blood to the moon, Menfina would send her War beasts the land and purify it, then reached down to the seventh hell and resurrect its followers. Whatever their intentions, the lambs of Balamut slowly began appearing in every shadowy corner of Eorzea, and became known for kidnapping the unwary and sacrificing them in bloody rituals at Gliren. Let's see. During the events of Battle of Cardinal, the lambs of Balamut were continuing to make sacrifice until the satellite detonated in the sky and Bahamut was set free. When it struck to the moon, the lambs of Balamut became enraged and blamed the heretics who were not within the cultists war revenge against them all. Let's see. Following the aftermath of the 7th Umbral Calamity, the lambs flooded into Tamtar Deepcroft, using the buried there as bodies for voids sent to inhabit. Viewing the repercussions of this, the Wood Whalers hired adventurers to head and dispatch the lambs. Many of these parties were met with the demise party of Ida Pureheart. Eventually, the ambitions were put to rest when the Warrior of Light entered Deepcroft and slayed the resurrected Galvanth, whose body was given over to a soul flayer void sent and drove the lambs out. Okay, so they were the people we faced in Tamtar Deepcroft who resurrected Galvanth the Dominator. Okay. They also managed to break the barriers on Amdapur Keep that was raised by the elementals to prevent any from entering the ruins and obtaining knowledge of forbidden magics. They used the keep as their stronghold and the knowledge within to attempt to bring back their god via magic and blood rituals. Again, the Warrior of Light ended their plans by storming the ruins, slaying the void sent they had called upon. Since this, a few remaining lambs have gone into hiding in their little activity or movement. Right, so these are basically just void sent summoning cultists. That's the basic presence. And now you come for me. Alright. The Lambs of Dalamud? Oh wait, he's explaining. They are the cult that appeared prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity. Are they not? In the name of their faith, they abduct and sacrifice innocent souls and did not fear death. I've committed no crimes, I swear it. Manfina has my witness. Manfina's right here. In the beginning, we simply prayed to the twin moons, for Dalamud to one day shepherd our souls to the bosom of his mistress. But it all changed when Dalamud began turning red. More and more of us began believing he was our savior, that we must prove our loyalty with our lives, else we would suffer eternal damnation. So that's how your group took to it on its fanatical ways and came to be branded a dangerous cult. At some point, I assume you were tasked with hunting them down. I used to be a merchant in Ul'dah, but timid as I am, I struggle to survive in a cutthroat world. That's why I turned to Manfina. I wanted to bask in her gentle acceptance and gain courage from her strong and faithful hound. They were my solace, the only way I could be at peace with myself. But they took it from me. My fellows who committed those horrible deeds and those who reviled me as one of them, they took it away. You're strong, aren't you? Grant me deliverance, I beg you. Judge me and show me the way. Whoa. I just can't bear it anymore. What good is a god I can't see? Won't grant me a thimble of succor no matter how much I pray. Manfina. Don't reveal yourself, please. You mustn't seek in men what you seek in gods. Strong as he is but a mortal. Like you, he is made of flesh and blood and possessed of his own will. Nothing more, nothing less. It avails you not to raise others up while belittling yourself. You are your own person, with a path of your own to walk. Even should you be taken by despair, that you are here now makes you no different from this man. So believe me when I say all will be well. Keep your faith in Mefina. Believe in her love and grace, and you will surely learn to love others as well as yourself. Please, forgive me for my unseemly outburst. I've been feeling lost, and all my anguish came spilling out. It was Mefina herself who brought you here, I'm certain of it. To encourage and guide me. Taking your words to heart, I'll try searching for a new path. Should you feel lost again, take to the road. See what is out there. Learn how others live and think, and you are bound to find your way. Yeah. Menfina's probably going to have some interest. Thank you, washing machine. I will deal with you in a bit. Blessings be upon you on the road ahead, dear child. Did you say something? We all heard Menfina. Oh. Menfina. Sigh. Unsolicited though it was, I don't regret saying those words to him. He needed to hear them. Oh, we can see the memorial stone there. But come, Sparks. This time it's your turn to extract the information. I never noticed that before. Curious. The instrument vibrates rapidly. Makes sense that... Forgive me, Sparks. I fear I've caused you trouble. Nah. I'm relieved to know that. You truly are strong, in body and spirit both. Far be it from me to ask this of you, but please do not hold it against that child. I didn't. We do not wish for our existence to bring grief to our children. Yet no matter which faith, we are who we are because of those who believe in us. My hound is no exception. He was born when men came to worship the objects their ancestors cast unto the heavens. We are not all powerful. We can't grant all of mankind's wishes. Nonetheless, we always hear you. No hope is too small. No prayer too faint. I just wanted to make that clear. Lest you forget, we love mankind dearly. Divine non-intervention. Let us complete our task and may return to the Umphalos. Yet I can't help but think about Cryle. Gratia seemed to be worried about her, did he not? It was as if something weighed on her mind. Though she is in the company of deities, I find myself worrying too. Whatever there is, there's only one way to find out. Yes, I suppose so. If there are no objections, let us seek out Cryle. She has headed to the Twelves Wood with Nafika and Byragout, right? They are presently too far away from us to sense, but we should be able to locate them once in the forest. See, in that case, let us make for Gridania. This is one of the few areas of the game in which no music plays, and it's purely because of this. No harm in getting the information twice. Though, we probably got the device that stores information the most. Whereas the others only got a much smaller device. So here we are in Gridania. Can you sense Nafika and Byragot? I do, but something is strange. Indeed, they appear to be in different places. Nafika is the nearer of the two. It's quite close by. I shall go and find her. Wait! You mustn't go off on your own! She's a god. She'll be fine. Confound it all. After her, Sparks. God. Damn it. Where's Helone gone off to? Hell's bells. Nafika is the harvest goddess. It makes sense. She takes the form of a flower. There she is. Well, now, I was expecting to see you all here. Is all the matter? You're supposed to be with Quirrell and Byragot. Where are they? Oh, we came separated while I was distracted, listening to the elementals. The beings are the voice of those who call the wood home. As if the patron of this land, they could not help but report to me. God, you gods can sense each other? Even should you become separated. Shouldn't it be a simple matter to find them again? Indeed, it would seem you are keeping something from us, Nafika. Oh, there's simply no fooling you. Very well, I shall confess all. Child Quirrell wanted to visit our stones alone, you see. It could be her task without us watching over her. We merely respected that wish. With her abilities, I do not believe she is in any danger. But the warrior that he is, Byragot decided to follow after her discreetly. If this is her wish, then indeed we must abide by it. As for Byragot, yes, I sense him in the place men call the South Shroud. One of the stones is situated there, I believe near Camp Tranquil. Let us all search that area for Byragot. If we find him, we should find Quirrell as well. I'm just gonna change up my outfit a little bit. I was wearing a specific... just to get my glamour plate back to what it was. Ooh, I like how that looks, the blue. I hope he didn't lose track of her. A broken barrel. Such a broken barrel, find no god in the clutter. Rustling undergrowth. But see no signs. Must have simply been the wind. Suspicious Spriggan. It's a Spriggan, but it's actually Byragot. What brings you all here? We understand you've been following Quirrell. Where is she? Having acquired information from my stone, she now makes for Althix. I keep my distance to avoid being seen and was about to continue on when you appeared. Elphic Stone is her last destination, is it not? Let's all go and meet her there. If everyone so wishes, then very well. To hasten our passage, I shall call upon Master Ralger's servants to bear the mortals. Master Ralger's servants? What's he calling upon? Did he just call on birds? Okay, so he called on giant birds to carry us to our destination. Delightful. Yep, giant birds. It seems we have the use of these hawks. Let's see if we can spot Crow from above. I'll bring our companions, so you needn't worry about them. You ready, Sparks? Yep, I'm ready. Whee! Go, my feather friend. Fly like the wind. Whee! Away we go. What's going on? I must thank you, Sparks. Talking to you helped me to find the resolve to seek out Cryle. No signs from here. Let's continue on to Elphic Stone. Can we normally fly over these trees? I can't remember if we can. It's the weird thing. I can never be sure about what is and isn't within the boundaries of flight. I'm also not sure if these cutscene things... There she is already. She certainly wasted no time. Well now, did you come all this way just to check on me? I've been on edge, worrying that I might stumble into Odin, so you gave me a bit of a fright. Nafaka tells us that you wish to travel alone. What prompted you to send the gods away? It's difficult to explain. I suppose I want to seek the answers in my own way. As the gods told us, if we wish to know the truth, we must discover it for ourselves. In spite of this, they've seen fit to not only set us upon the right path, but accompany us besides. This bespeaks the faith that they have in man's spirit of inquiry, and it gives me heart. After all, 'tis the self-same spirit that defines the students of Baldesian. Like everyone, I want to uncover the truth of the 12, to know their aspirations and understand them. Having seen a dear friend embark on countless adventures, I develop a desire to see and experience the world for myself. There are dangers out there, of course, but I want to prove that I could handle them and perform my task. I see. Indeed, as much as we can learn from others, there's no substitute for seeing with one's own eyes. And in yours I see the gleam of yearning for exploration and discovery. It reveals to me the love you bear for our star, and it makes me glad. What's this all of a sudden? It's embarrassing when you say such things with a straight face. Right then. I've yet to acquire the information here, so I'll tend to it at once. Perhaps you'd like to wait for me at Quarry Mill. And the gods that were accompanying her stick with her, which is fair. Let's wait for Kral here. Novika and Beauregard are with her, so she will be fine. First, the man at Menfina's mark, and now Kral. Of course, of traveling with you and yours, it seems I inevitably end up encroaching upon others' lives. Aye, yours as well, though nothing binds you to me. You've followed me ever since I tended your wounds. You're free to go anywhere, you know. A person's life belongs to that person alone. Others can't be expected to assume responsibility for it. Thus is it wrong to interfere. I disagree. You can help other people if you want. Though if they spurn your help, you shouldn't force yourself, but at the same time, if you don't want somebody's help, be polite and about it. At least don't just basically tell them to fuck off. Actually express, hey, I appreciate the offer, but I'd like to do this myself. Phrase it in that kind of way. Anyways, alas, once I've gripped someone's heart, I find I can't avert my gaze. Truly it's difficult to be amidst people. Yep. Doo-doo. It doesn't take too long to extract the information. Krall should be here any moment now. Apologies for the wait. With that, I've obtained information from all of my stones. You've taken care of yours already, yes? Yep. Thank you for worrying about me. While it's good to know that I can handle myself, I'm heartened to be doing this with you all. I owe you thanks as well, Bayarganavka, for accepting my request with good grace. Think not of it. You did well to see your task through, little one. Indeed. Come, let us all return to the Omphalos. I'm hoping it auto-teleports us there instead of making us walk from Mordona. Seems like it's gonna make us. Yep. God damn it. Yeah, we can't teleport into the Omphalos as much as I wish we could. So instead, we're gonna have to manually walk there. And the others are already back. You took your time, Sparks. Did something happen? Ah, so you rendezvoused with Kryle. How was your experience with the gods, if I may ask? Not only did you help a disillusioned man find his way, you looked in on Kryle besides. Thank you, Sparks. And you as well, Derek. I fear I overstepped my bounds, but what's done is done. We shall return to our sanctums. You have our gratitude for the delightful time. Nemea is the fish. She is a water goddess, isn't she? I'm gonna check about that one, because I can't remember what Nemea is the goddess of. No, she's the spinner. Wait, no. Yeah. Nemea. Watcher of celestial bodies, goddess of fate. Commands the element of water. Younger sister of Alphig, mother of Azama and Menfina, and the master of Rhalgr. Master of Rhalgr. Interesting. By holding your instruments down to Manu, you'll be able to augment the missing information. Be well, dear children. Shall we then? Wait. So who was what again? Rhalgr must have been the golem. blue. Away. There we go. Woo! Amazing. What was impossible to decipher is now crystal clear. Without further ado, I shall read out the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayer. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. He who is named Beauregard shall preside over construction. His duty to fortify the works of men and encourage them to build. He who is named Ralger shall preside over destruction. His duty to galvanize the star's beating heart and facilitate mankind's regeneration. She who is named Azima shall preside over the sun. Her duty to nurture its life-giving light and illuminate the truth for all to see. He who is named Nalthal shall preside over the subterrane. It is duty to make gleam the riches hidden in the dark depths and in men themselves. She who is named Nalfika shall preside over fertility. Her duty to fill the land with life and prepare a path of peace and plenty. He who is named Althik shall preside over space and time. His duty to endow the star with material vigor, that mankind's march may never cease. She who is named Haloni shall preside over the glaciers. Her duty to hold the melting ice at bay and imbue men with constancy and tranquility. She who is named Menfina shall preside over the moon. Her duty to perpetuate the turning of night and day and foster love in the hearts of all. He who is named Thaliak shall preside over the rivers. His duty to quench the thirst of men and water their minds with wisdom. She who is named Nemia shall preside over the stars. Her duty to preserve the celestial fabric of the seasons and weave the threads of men's lives. She who is named Lane shall preside over the seas. Her duty to administer the tides and inspire men to come together as one and seek new horizons. He who is named Oshan shall preside over the mountains. His duty to sustain the breath of the firmament and in wandering share in men's solitude. He who is unnamed shall watch unflinching. His duty is to stand guard over his charge always and unto the end. A 13th. That's why they had 5 in the previous one. There's a 13th. There the epigraph concludes. In quite a lot to ponder. The 13. It's like the convocation of 14, but with one less member. Could they be something connected to them? No, no. That would be way too much of a coincidence. Unless they were meant to be the new convocation, and Heidelin was the 14th member. Guess we'll find out as we continue. Hopes and prayers influencing their nature. Have you any thoughts on the contents of the epigraph, Sparks? The worship of Dalamud brought forth Menfina's hound. You mean to say that prayers have changed the 12 into their present forms? That is rather hard to believe. Makes them sound more like primals, but given what we now know of Dynamis, I believe it's entirely possible. In the presence of that energy, hopes and prayers have more tangible results than one might expect. Its power may be curbed upon our star, but over thousands of years of worship, it could have influenced the gods in various ways. Ways such as that which Spark just described for one. Others that come to mind are Halone's shield and spear, which reflect her status as a goddess of war, and Mia's spinning wheel, which is an apt apparatus for weaving fate. Thus did they create this monument, this yoke, that they might never lose sight of their duty, no matter how much they may change. I am inclined to agree with Raha. The gods wrote that they endure by the will of the star. Who that refers to we all know too well. Heidelin. Yep. By centering reality, she must have known that she would shake the very foundation of existence. Anticipating the potential chaos, I suspect she charged her collaborators with maintaining stability. If this is true, then might not the 13th, unnamed, being the Watcher on the Moon? The pieces certainly fall into place. I wonder if he would be willing to share what he knows. As it stands, we've yet to encounter 3 gods. As there's no telling what may happen once we've fought them all, I believe we should try to uncover as much of the truth as we can. The better to know how to proceed. Agreed. To that end, we seek out the Watcher. Raha and I shall return to Shalian to compile our findings. The data from the analyzer, not least of all. To think the investigation might lead us to the moon. I eagerly look forward to the next stage of our field work. So do I. Sparks, like as not, yet more grueling encounters with the gods await. You should rest up and gather your strength. Yeah, that's fair. Not long now ere we arrive at the truth. Your reaction there makes me suspect there's something more about you that you're not telling us. For the longest time I've journeyed alone, not involving myself in the affairs of others. But I've enjoyed our time together. You've undertaken the investigation with all earnestness, and it has been a pleasure to be part of it. When I imagine the moment we must part ways, I can't help but be saddened, and it surprises me that I feel that way. Forgive me. I didn't mean to wax sentimental. If you'll excuse me, I shall head outside for some fresh air. There he goes again, Sparks. Do you suppose you could follow after him? I can't quite say why, but I feel as though he'll suddenly vanish one day, never to return. Yeah, I get that feeling too. So yeah, there's a 13th one that we haven't met yet. I'm not gonna teleport when it's literally walk through this door and then go talk to him. But we've reached the end of stage 2 of the investigation. The final stage will be unlocked later. Oh. Oh, 'tis you, Sparks. What is it? Soy Gem's worried that I'll suddenly vanish, you say? Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end. Whether we will it or not. When our work is finished, we must go our separate ways. Oh. Doing so will sadden me, as you know. Yet that sadness is part of the joy I have derived from our companionship. So I will accept it when the time comes and strive with you to the last. Look. Aww, you look so sad. As you know, my friend, I would rather you live your own life, but having helped you, I won't send you away against your will. Well, you're a busy man, so I won't keep you. As before, rest assured I will share with you any tidings I receive from Kryle. Take care, my friend, and see you again in due course. Will the next part be unlocked straight away? That is the question we must ask. Yes. The heart of the myth. Well, Sparks, 'tis good of you to come, but I'm afraid there is still no word from Kryle and Graha. They're working as fast as they can to compile the findings of our investigation, I shouldn't doubt. Between the Phantom Realm's etheric data and the Monument's epigraph, they have much and more to review. Now, while awaiting developments, I had in mind to pay Soy Gem a visit in the Amphalos. If you aren't otherwise occupied, you should come too. She basically lives there now. I want to check something, though, while I'm doing this. Duties. New Game Plus. So we got everything here up to where we're at. Chronicles of New Era. We've got 2 raid things, and it says 2 alliance raids. Well, what am I missing? Shadow of Mock. Return to Ivalice. Did I miss an alliance raid? Nah, must be my imagination. I'm sure I haven't missed any. Chronicles of Light. We've missed one of those, apparently. And the variant dungeons, of course. Tank quests. We still have to finish a bunch of those. Healer quests. Still have to finish those. DPS quests. Still have to finish. Crafter, Gatherer. We have to finish all those. I wonder something. I want to check. We do start sinking into the water. We can only go out so far. Aw, little Eevee sticker doing a dance. So cute. But hey! We're in the realm of the gods again, and we're seeing what else we can learn. Oh, if it isn't Sparks and Derek. Fair. But no Kral or Raha, I see. Unfortunately, speaking of whom, would you not prefer to be with them in Sharlayan? You're a researcher too, aren't you? Wait, researcher too, after all. I think I just said that. Sorry. Yep. I find myself much more effective in the field. Being here gives me inspiration, you see. And of late, I've been mulling over the opening words of the epigraph. As beings who endure by the will of the star, we are susceptible to the influence of hopes and prayers. Thus do we commit our yokes herein, lest we stray from our purpose. The suggestion that faith has shaped the nature of the 12 paints a truly intriguing picture. If truth be told, I was also hoping that I might speak with the gods again. But they haven't graced us since the time we solved the mystery of the monument. They only do so on exceptional occasions, it seems. Be that as it may, I believe there might be another way to see them. When we journeyed with the gods, Azuma told me that each of them wished to speak with you in private. You, Sparks. If you were to call them before their heavens, I have a feeling they will answer. So won't you give it a try, and afterwards, let us know what they said. I, for one, see no harm in it. But if you are disinclined, then do not feel pressured. It is entirely your decision. You say that, but it's obviously not. I clearly have to go talk to them. Which is going to be interesting. You now have the opportunity to speak with those of the 12 whom you have encountered thus far. Do so, call to them for the entrance to their respective heavens. You may advance the quest at any time by speaking with Derek in the Unvallows. Oh, I'm talking to each one. I will talk to him again until I have spoken to every single one of the 12. I mean, Byragot's just hanging out here. Hello. Ah, Sparks, pleased am I that you should seek me out. I had wished to speak with you. Have you been dedicating yourself to crafting, I wonder? In my capacity as a builder, I watch your progress upon this path with keenest interest. The act of crafting embodies a spirit of improvement and advancement. It is my hope that you will strive ever forward and seize that which you most desire with your own hands. Maybe this conversation will change depending on how high we level up that crafting classes. I kind of want to speak to We'll talk to Ralgar next. It's probably repetitive conversations. Though I'll speak to Byragot again before we move on, just to see. Hello, Ralgar. Well, well, if it isn't to the dauntless Sparks, full glad am I that you would thus call to me, your patron. Okay, so that conversation changes depending on if they're your patron or not. When you and yours investigate the origins of the Fists of Ralgar, you posited some interesting theories. The connection between myself and the Sylph's divinity in particular. You did well to draw that conclusion. Really? Your inquiring minds have taken you far, child of man, and they will take you further still. I gotta talk to Byragot again, and Ralgar again, probably, if the conversation with Byragot is different. We'll see. seeking out, I wish to speak with you. Yeah, no, that was the same conversation. I skimmed through it there, but it was the same conversation. So, yeah, we talked to each of them once. So, Horsenal Fall is just sitting there. Well, Azuma first. Ah, Sparks, at last you've come. I was right to entrust your zealous scholar companion with the message. Ever since our first meeting, I knew that I simply must see you again. There is something familiar about you. You awaken forgotten feelings in me, feelings that once smoldered like embers amidst the ashes. Perhaps you resemble someone I knew long ago. Yet whatever the reason, your presence gives me comfort and warmth. May your light ever burn bright. I mean, you're called Azema, and it has been theorized that you and Azem have connections. So, yeah. Nalthal. Sparks, we bid you welcome. Know that though we appear to be two beings, a dual aspect divinity, 'twas not always so. Man's hopes harbor power, and 'twas his faith, offered over millennia, that shaped us into our present form. In answer to your fate, we the traitors shall watch over mankind, as he strives for that which he desires. Very short conversation, and I kind of am bothered by the whole panning up to the sky whenever the conversation ends. Probably when we talk to Althic, it'll have us talk to yeah, Namiya as well. No, Namiya's a separate one. We gotta talk to all of the ones that we've talked to so far. Hello, Nafika. Why, if it isn't Sparks? You wish to speak, do you? Tell me, have you ever met an elemental? Many hold that they were born of me, and as I mentioned, they are the voice of those who abide in the Twelves Wood. At times, it may seem excessive in their actions, but it is out of an abundance of love. So pray be good to them, and heed their warnings. I'm friends with Seed Seers. Trust me, I pay very close attention to what the elementals say. So, Althic. Probably the more of them we talk to, the more interesting the conversations later. Hello. Sparks, is it? I must say, there is something to be said for being summoned by a mortal. The life of man is but a drop in the great river of time. Thus are you and yours wont to rush ahead, not wasting a single moment. Be that as it may, certain sights will only come into view if one stops to look. So be not afraid to pass the time in ways which at first may not seem fruitful. Should you dare to do so, you may well be visited by an eye-opening experience. Such is the richness of time. This lesson I learned in another life from an unexpected visitor. Huh, his weapon is an axe. Oh, that is incredibly appropriate. Hold on. It is very appropriate. Weapon. The for your month. Oh gosh. Is an axe. I mean, the one for mine is a spear, and I do have a preference for pole arms. Well now, if it isn't my dear Sparks, how good of you to call to me. I'm sorry if I gave you a shock by joining my brother in battle, but I couldn't help myself. We've always done everything together, he and I. Such a joy it was to face you and yours. You displayed the self-same determination that allowed you to defy fate. And it was one surprise after another. Can't help but feel as though I spoke similar words long ago. Who was it to, I wonder? I feel like these were definitely ancients that served Heidelin. And were tasked with her with watching over the world. Either after she was gone or while she was focused on keeping Zodiac in line. I love that their animal forms are just wandering around. But hello, Helone. How bold you are to summon me, Sparks. It is no less than I expect from you. In recognition of your valor and deeds, I offer word of counsel. Well do I know the power of men's hopes, of mortal faith. There is no faith that I reject. Yet in every age there are those who invoke the name of the divine for their own ends. Be not misled by them. Menfina. She looks very young compared to the others. Maybe it's the hairstyle and the general rest of her design. Oh, Sparks, what a delightful surprise. You wished to see me, did you? Yeah? You wanted to learn more. I'm truly grateful that we can talk like this. As you know, I'm the goddess of love. Yet that obviously doesn't mean I have a monopoly on love. For instance, our brethren love mankind with all their hearts, just like me. Whether or not Ocean is my beloved as mortals believe, I have more than enough room in my heart for everyone. Be it men or gods, I love you all alike. Needless to say, I love my adorable Dalamat too, whom you and yours gifted to me. Aww. So that's everyone. We've talked to literally everyone. We have nothing further to say to any of them. So, Derek. Hi. Spoken to your satisfaction, have you? Then let us await Kral and Graha together. Yep, let's wait. See what happens next. Still no sign of them. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. As an adventurer, you are better traveled than most. Of the places you have seen, what kind do you like best? Faraway lands where new encounters await. Ah, yes, I can imagine you'd be given to such. The thrill of visiting unknown places is something I can understand. I myself am partial to wandering Eorzea. So rich in ether this land, and possessed of so many aspects. It was when I was traveling through the Twelveswood that I encountered this fellow. Not how he came to be injured and alone, but I couldn't turn a blind eye. He has long since recovered, and I probably should have returned him to his forest home. When I see him here, undaunted in the presence of gods, I cannot but feel it was fate that delivered him to me. Still, a day will come when we must go our separate ways. They're finally here, everyone. Yay! The story continues. Welcome back. How fared your work? It took longer than we anticipated, but we managed to compile our findings, and then deliberated a course of action. Indeed. Hereon, we would do well to tread with caution. The waveforms we recorded with the etheric analyzer revealed an unsettling occurrence. In the course of fighting us, the gods expended a tremendous amount of their ether, so much so as to dilute their very essence. Lest you worry, you've done no wrong, Sparks. The gods themselves wish to fight after all. That being said, we should avoid engaging in further battles until we learn more about their true objective. To that end, we will seek out the 13th unnamed being, whose duty is to watch unflinching. If Ra is correct, and we have no reason to believe otherwise, said being is the Watcher on the moon. You'll be pleased to know I've already acquired permission to use the Tower of Babel from the Ilsabard contingent, who presently oversee the structure. We're really going then? To the moon? Huzzah! I wonder what the Watcher is like. If there are no other matters, then let us set forth at once. Yep, let's. Hopefully we just go straight to meeting him. If you still wish to speak with the gods, best to seek them out now. They may not be there later. I've done the conversations, so that'll do. Ba-da-ba-ba. still so weird to be on the moon. Moon! Ba, 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 da, ba, da, da, da. And we go to meet with the Watcher. Greetings, Heideland's champion. You are ever welcome here, as are your companions. It's a pleasure to meet you, Watcher. We come hoping that you would answer some questions for us. Questions about Heideland. We have deciphered the monument at the heart of the Phantom Realm. In addition to the names and duties of the 12, it speaks of one who is unnamed, who shall watch unflinching. Are we correct in assuming that that individual is you? The 12 have existed for eras. If you know aught about them, will you not share your knowledge with us? They have a desire which they claim can only be fulfilled through battle with mankind. We should understand what that is. Please. So, Ban has managed to come this far. Very well, you have earned the right to know. Remember, however, that I am but a creation. Though I have been imbued with some memories of the past, they are far from complete. First of all, I am indeed the unnamed being the monument describes. An entity created by Heideland to serve a purpose, alongside the 12. Together, they were charged with preserving equilibrium on a sundered and unstable star. Like myself, they were given shape from people who once existed. And like myself, they believed that the world should be entrusted to the new life that had emerged. While I do not possess detailed memories of that time, Vana selected those she deemed best suited to their respective duties. That would explain why the 12 appear to have personalities like mortals. The men and women they once were influenced their personalities, yes, but so too did the faith of mortals. Knowingly or no, when men pray, they will the object of their worship to assume the form that can better grant them their heart's desire. In this manner have the 12 been shaped over eons into images that fit men's ideals. So you were right, Raha. Hopes and prayers have the power to influence the gods. Yet, even as they thus changed, at Vana's behest, they would have refrained from intervening in mortal affairs. As a result, there will have been times when they acted in ways that are contrary to your expectations. But now that Heideland is no more, the final days averted, the 12 have arrived at a decision regarding their fate all their own. 'Tis not for me to reveal the truth of their desire. I can, however, guarantee that it will not visit harm upon mankind. Nay, far from it. I, for one, never felt that the gods meant us ill. To have your guarantee as well, couldn't possibly doubt them anymore. It is most assuring to confirm the connection between you and the 12. With this, we may proceed in our quest with easier hearts. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. We shall return to the Omphalos and continue engaging with your brethren. That is well. As I watch on, I shall pray that the tale comes to a happy conclusion for gods and men alike. May your journey be fulfilling. I have suspicions about Derek. There is definitely something off about him right now. But we may get to meet the remaining 12. Now, I probably won't be able to continue with the story of it because we need to have a certain eye level for that. And we can't even do Anabasios, the ninth circle, yet. So, it's unlikely we'll be able to do the next parts of this story. Well, we're here again. Something's amiss. The gods' avatars are nowhere to be seen. That's because our preparations are complete. Ooh. The last 3. Only 2 of them are coming out, though. Again with this. Why must you blind us every time you show up? Jesus. I've waited so bloody long for this moment. Tisk, tisk, Glimlane. Are such uncouth words the first you would speak unto our guests? Oh, leave off, Thalia. You can't tell me you're not as excited as I am. I would be the first to admit my joy, but on such a momentous occasion, I would act with true propriety. Well met, children of man. 'Tis our understanding that you have spoken with the Watcher and ascertained our true nature. Indeed, we were created by Hydaelyn to tend the star. Having built the Umphalos at its heart, and our sanctums throughout ether-rich Eorzea, we labored to preserve the balance of reality. All of this we have learned, but there is still one thing we do not understand. Our analysis of the Phantom Realm revealed that you and yours dilute your very selves by fighting us. Would this not impede your ability to carry out your duties? We appreciate your concern, but you needn't worry. As I thought! Derek is actually one of the 12 in disguise. I knew it. You were him all along. Likewise, I knew that you harbored suspicions as to my true identity. While my brethren used various creatures as their avatars, I chose the form of a man, the better to share in your solitude. and it fell to me. At least he keeps the same face. That's good. The Wanderer, to beckon unto the Omphalos, they who would grant our wish. Yep. I suspected it! What? How could you hide such a thing from us? Had you known my true identity and our purpose, we fear that you would refuse to fight us. But our fears were unfounded. You've heeded our request, and despite the hardship, endeavored to grant it. Forgive me, Sparks, but I must leave the little fellow in your care. Aww. In the innermost part of our realm, we shall reveal the truth in its entirety. I await your coming with bated breath. This is our grandest moment, mortal. Gird your loins and have at us. I shall receive you with my all. Be as a raging torrent, child of man. Oh, this is gonna be a fun fight.
You've got to believe me. I didn't put my name in that.
Sorry. Basically just repeating what I said, but whatever. Somebody commented on a thing. Oh. Anyways. Moving on. So Derek is the Wanderer, the deity who shares in man's solitude. And in order to beckon us to the Phantom Realm, he posed as an explorer and solicited the aid of the sons of St. Koinak. In spite of this, I do not feel as though I have been deceived, nor do I harbor any resentment. Rather, I simply feel sad. Yeah, it is. I understand. It is as if a dear friend were suddenly spirited far away. In hindsight, perhaps it was an expectation of the coming battle that he had kept men at arm's length. Aww. I imagine it must be even harder for you. But to know that one of the 12 walked among us makes me want to do the best we can by them. Aye, since time immemorial, the 12 have watched over all who abide on this star. And even as they fulfilled their purpose of maintaining stability, as beings possessed of sentience, they also heeded the hearts of men. So let us likewise heed their hearts and do our utmost to grant them their desire. Yep. Then, I believe we all know what comes next. Yep. I get ready for battle. Starting with the one who's on her own. By all indication, this will be the final foray into the God's sanctums. This task we entrust to you and your adventurer friends once more, Sparks. As there's no telling what may happen afterwards, I shall remain on guard here. Twice now you have triumphed, and I have faith that you will do so yet again. Go well, Sparks. Yay! Thalia. Now accessible. But I probably won't be it says it's now accessible, but I probably don't have the eye level for it. Only one way to find out, though. Yep, the eye level for this one is 625, which is higher than we can get through most normal means. So it's going to be a while before we're able to do that one. Same with Anabasios, the Night Circle. I am going to try and get as far as I can with all content in this game. So, we're going to join the queue for Lapis Manalis, which is our current main scenario quest that we can do. Also, we never did finish collecting resources. So I am going to go back to doing that while we wait to see if it pops. It is a shame that I can't continue with that. If we get to a stage whereby we can't continue with 14 on camera, unless I do a bunch of reruns on previous content, I will do those reruns in my own time. It looks like 620 is the highest we can get right now from a thing, though. That's definitely gonna be a we'll see type situation. And we were collecting basilisk eggs. Ba-doop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boo. More basilisk eggs, and we're going to use this power. So that's 42. Yeah. Oh! Popped almost straight away. That's fine. I want to be able to continue with the main scenario, to be honest, and get as far as we can with it. This is going to be a fun battle. Oh, I meant to glamour myself back into a thick coat. Too late now. We're already here, and there is the mammoth. It definitely deserves that name. Careful up there. Too much snow. Not like to see much through the snow. Oh, we're not fighting Void Scent yet, so there's that at least. Just regularly. Oh, wow. the way forward won't be available to us until we defeat this thing. We probably should have defeated it by now already, but unfortunately my weapons need upgrading still. Hopefully that's the last of those winged bastards. I'm afraid this is as far as the mammoth will go. We'll have to make the rest of the way on foot. That's fine. It looks like there's a path here with bridges. Somebody actually really wanted us to get up. There we go. There's some void scent. I knew they wouldn't stay away forever. At least they... It is interesting learning the whole lore thing of void scents can only be killed permanently if we drag them to our world or to the source. Otherwise, the best you can do is seal them away using Memoria. Alright. First boss of the area. It's called Albion, which is an old name for England. Something just rolled past. I don't know what it was. Oh, no, it's a stampede. Oh, God. Okay, I get the feeling we need to be standing behind one of those at some point. No? Is it we need to be standing away from them because he's gonna crash into them? There, that's where it is. I had a feeling it was going to make one of those moves that we'd need to use defenses for. It's a pretty simple boss so far. Oop, there's a stampede coming. I feel it. Okay, he's gonna slam to the right. Okay. Woo! Okay, what's this? Manalis Ring of Casting, item level 605. We'll greed on it because we might need it. Not for this class, but for another class. Helping the eye level on our other classes is important too. We don't want to just have one class being at the best it can be. Eventually, I'd like to have all the classes have maxed out equipment. But it's gonna be a while before we get to that stage. So we're fighting a mix of void scent and enemies that would normally be in this area. I'm kind of happy about that, actually. It makes it feel like there's actually, like, fighting going on here. Now, the Void Center really just not meant to be here at all. We're approaching what looks to be an arena. Well, we got the wrong one of casting, at least. Probably not gonna get the earrings of slaying. Not unless somebody else doesn't bid for them. Ooh, we fully charged the limit break, so there's that. Yep, still waiting on that. Okay, this definitely looks like a void set. No? It's a machine. Interesting. Huh. Okay. That was void gates. We can... It's the same, like, style as our own gates. I'm mildly terrified by the fact that we apparently... I know we're using the power of the void, but that's just a thing. Oh, I hadn't noticed she was immediately going to perform a second move. Okay. It's interesting that we're fighting another Reaper. Shit. Shit! Come on. Oh! Value ranking 9. Your master fundamentals will carry your power. Continue your trading and seek even greater heights. Wow. Whee! Venomous Serpent. Well, we've gotten through 2 boss fights. And 0 casualties, although I came very close in that last fight there. Pressed that button too soon. Ooh. I think I see the Void Gate. If that is indeed the Void Gate we've come for, that is a big Void Gate. Like, somebody opened that. Ah. No, that's just a lake of water with a bubbling thing. Still. Oh god! It's on fire down here. The ground itself... Or is that the water? No! This is ceruleum. We found a lake of ceruleum down here. That's why it's on fire. Ceruleum can ignite when exposed to the air. Holy shit. Naturally occurring... This is the first time I've ever actually seen ceruleum in... Like, not in a container, I think. I don't recall ever seeing it outside of a container before now. Well, here we go. The final boss of this area, and there is the Void Gate. Whoa.
All shall cower before the might of Archfiend Kanyatso!
Ah, that's the next Archfiend. He's the first one, I think, who looks a bit different from how I remember him. I might need to double check about that, though, after the fight.
I've been waiting so long. Don't disappoint.
I don't intend to.
Brace yourself. I bring my all to bear.
Okay, water bubbles. They appeared in a specific order. We need to make sure to... Shit.
Drink deep of blackest terror.
Damn it!
You really must try harder. Battles are so whet the appetite.
So it may end up... That's interesting, actually. That, 2 of the Archfiends were faced as dungeon bosses, and 2 as trials. It's appropriate, I guess.
Be swallowed by time. What? That's not right.
Oh, did you expect for us to die?
How do you like this?
What am I supposed to do here? Ah, I see. Steer it so that it doesn't attack, so that I don't get hit by it. And that other people don't as well. This is really fun.
Good. A fitting slaughter.
Okay. I was paying attention there. And saw most of them.
Why are you still alive?
Because we're stronger than you? Why is that so hard to believe? If this fight, so long as one of the melee DPSs activates it, it doesn't actually matter. Woo! We win. That was fun. So now I will check and see if Cognazo got a significant redesign, because I feel like he does look different. Cognazo. Right, so... Okay, the reason why I think he looks different is because in his original appearance he had a turtle shell and walked on all fours. But... they apparently decided to have him walk on 2 legs this time. Interesting.
Tell me one thing, Cagnazzo. A dragon of our world crossed over into yours long ago, but I have felt her presence here again. What is the meaning of this?
A good question.
I dare say what you felt was this.
One of her eyes. Jesus.
What have you done to Ashtaya? If you want answers, you'll have to get them from Lord Golbez. Assuming you've the strength to face him. A pity I will not see the plan to fruition. But my part is done. And to fight with the thrill of battle in my heart makes it all the more worthwhile.
No! Wait! Where is she? Where is my sister?
At long last, I go to join the great.
Nope, he's gone. He died in our world too, so he's not coming back. Hey, you recovered your sister's eye at least. And if your eye... well, there goes the void gate. If your eye can be used to make a
By
vessel...
the gate's closing, there can be no doubt that he was the one who opened it.
Mm-hmm. You have her eye. You should be able to create a vessel for it.
Ashdaya, I prayed we might meet once more.
Aw.
She is likely still in the void. Take heart. We will find her yet.
Yeah. For now, you could give her a vessel. Seriously, they could build one. It works for,
So what now?
for Vitra and Varshan. Why not for, Asdaya?
While you discuss how to proceed with your search, I would excuse myself to look around. There may be salvage that we could use at the camp.
In that case, I'll patrol the area for more void scent. Very well. Let us take a moment to consider our options.
Yeah. Oh, poor Varshan. So, we have discovered the source of the Void Send outbreak in Garlemald. A gate forced open from the Void. The barrier between our worlds is especially thin here, I suspect. Elsewise, I see little reason why the Reaper chose to live in such an inhospitable place. Even if the conditions are ideal, we're talking about a gate that could pass an archfiend. Opening one so large could not have been easy. In the Age of Alec, Emperor Zandai created an enormous portal using a prodigious amount of ether harnessed by the Crystal Tower. In theory, a similar feat should be possible from within the Void. One need but have the requisite amount of ether, such as that harbored by a great worm's eye. And its ether is indeed greatly diminished. In Sparks' vision, Golbez let his archfiends feed upon Asdaya's ether. He has also taken an eye to open this gate. It does not bode well, I know. Nevertheless, we must remain hopeful and continue our search. What I find curious is why our foes chose to strike now, some 5,000 years after Asdaya vanished into the void. While their overarching plan remains a mystery, what exactly was Cagnazo's part in it that he had finished? These are all very good questions. Oh. We may now use mounts in this area. Asdaya, what has become of you, that even your eye should be so spent of ether? I cannot bear the thought of her being held captive a moment longer. But how will I find her? What must I do? Calm yourself, Vitra. Appreciate that you are upset, but such passion clouds your judgment. You must endeavor to remain composed. When your mind is clear, we may consider how to proceed with our search. You're right. In the meantime, I will help Alphino and Alice back at the village. That sounds like a fine idea. We should go as well. If they can't fly, I don't want to be riding a flying mount. Any with wings. The only one with wings I will accept spawning is my Chocobo. There. We got Tyrannosaurus Rex. This'll do. You shouldn't be able to fly, but you can. Also, we're not going to be able to come back here later, so might as well just enjoy being able to explore this place on a mount. Back outside. People lived here. Just surprising. But also not that surprising. Vitra with you. Is everything alright? He needs a moment to himself. While he is indisposed, we thought we'd lend you a hand. I've just finished patrolling the area, so we're fine on that front. There are no signs of void scent, and I doubt we'll see any more now that the gate has been closed. As for Alphino, he set his sights on the ceruleum spring. We're hoping to take as much of the stuff as the snowcraft can bear. That much fuel would keep the people warm for a good while. We've managed to procure a few suitable containers for transporting the ceruleum, and we're about to return to the spring. If you've a mind to scrounge up more containers, I can take what you have now and get them filled. Thank you, Estinian. The more we can load into the snowcraft, the better. Would you and Stolen mind helping us with our search, then? You'll need to take any suitable containers to the spring and then back to the snowcraft once you fill them with ceruleum. So first things first, search for a leak-proof container. I'm pretty sure this bottomless barrel is not going to be suitable. This is less contain more sieve, given its poor condition and visible holes. The dilapidated barrel will also be equally bad. Hole-poked barrel. There. Sturdy barrel. That should be the one. The container appears to be well suited for repurposing. Be a fine choice for ceruleum storage. Now we go back to the ceruleum spring. People once called this place home. I think that's a... Is that a corpse or a training dummy over there? I can't tell which. So yeah, I was right in thinking that it was ceruleum. Chocobo! Speaking of my Chocobo, how's he doing? Long way from leveling up. When he does, should get a lot of... be able to level up a few things. I'm gonna have him focus on being a healer. So yeah, this is just a lake of ceruleum. It's interesting getting to see it like this. container is now filled to the brim with ceruleum. If that one has been filled, you should hurry and take it to the snowcraft. Stadium has already seen to the rest. Go on ahead. The others ask that I remain here in the event they find more. Hey, Estinian. It's a beautiful place. Drop off the barrel. The snowcraft is all but overflowing with ceruleum containers. However, several of your comrades have yet to arrive. Perhaps a nearby vantage point will afford you a more favorable view of their return. The Stinian's hanging around here as well, so... Stinian must have carried a lot back if it's close to overflowing. That is a big-ass thing. Here they come. Not carrying anything, but they are carrying things.
Is Ritra not back yet?
I'm sure he's fine. Here he comes. He is needed a moment.
My apologies for the delay.
It's fine.
Are you all right?
A valid question.
I am. As distressing as this turn of events was, the eye itself gives me cause to hope. While it is no longer possessed of Ashdaya's will, it may yet lead us to her.
Oh, okay. So there's a reason why we can't use it to create a vessel. It doesn't possess her will. We'll need to return it to her.
Were it not for your encouragement, I would never have dared to embark on my search, much less come this far.
Yeah, dragon eyeballs are a recurring thing in this game. With multiple characters. Multiple dragons giving up their eyes to people. Or having them stolen. Heck, the whole reason why Alavish Guardians can be turned into dragons by consuming dragon blood is because their ancestors consumed a pair of dragon eyeballs. So, yeah, this is old hat, really. Pretty sure they're using the same model every time, just recoloring it to suit the color of that dragon's eyes. So, yeah.
I will not lose faith. I will find my sister, wheresoever she may be.
We'll return the eye to her, together.
I'm trying to remember just how many eyes we've seen. Let's see. There's a pair belonging to Nidhogg. There's the one from... Oh, what was his name again? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's one of Nidhogg's siblings. Vitra's. And then this one. So, we'll return the eye to her together. Yes, we shall.
Though tainted, the eye has not fully succumbed to darkness. Ashdaya herself may have been able to resist its influence.
Yep. If we get her out, we should be able to help restore her back to her true self. They're coming with us, aren't they?
Well, as much as we'd love to take part in your next foray, we can't abandon our efforts here.
I hoped you would come with us.
Indeed. We'll need to keep a close watch, in case the Void Gate opens again as well.
That is fair,
Should it prove
actually.
safe to do so, I have some ideas for how we might put this village to use.
Fair.
Do what you must. We will manage.
I mean,
Free
it's
Ashdire, I expect we will
led
have to
by
deal
a
with Golbez
large,
once and for all. After which you may undertake your work without worry.
there is a large cerulean lake here. They may be able to build some sort of collection facility for it.
We look forward to the glad tidings.
Especially because it looks like this is an area in which that stuff is produced. So the lake
You'll
itself
take
may
good
never
care of
run out if
everyone,
they're careful.
won't you?
What? Why do you ask me this?
Because comrades look out for one another. And I can't think of anyone more qualified to keep them safe.
True.
Still love that.
I will do no less
animation
than
of
I've
her.
promised.
If our respective plans are settled, then let us head back.
Yep. Suppose this is where we part ways for now. Though we have every faith in you, we will pray for your safety all the same. I'm glad we get the chance to talk, Zero. Take care. Until next time. Aw, off they go. I get the feeling Zero's still not sure how she feels about them. But hey, you made friends. Till next time. Aww. Even she's looking forward to the prospect of seeing the twins again. Huh. King Urchin Loaf. Garlian pizza. Oh, wow. We're getting a silver piece, though. Am I right in assuming that we are to venture to return to the Void? Now the matters here have been settled, yes. But first we should return to Razadhan to repair. Whenever is ready, let's convene at Megaduta. Yes, let us do that. I should really set Razadhan as my return point right now, as it's the place we need to go to spend all of our resources. I'm gonna do that actually, because actually no, Charlene's where we have a rest point, because Razadhan doesn't have a rest point for some reason. I still don't know why they do that, having the markets in one place, but then not also having a hotel or inn, whatever, in the area. Like, it makes sense to do it that way. It would make sense to have them both in the same location, so people can, you know, log out in the inn in the same area of the market is.
Ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadar's legacy.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay, that is concerning. What was that?
What was that?
A good question. The fuck was that?
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
Yeah, we should go and investigate.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going. That is a troubling thing to see. We need to go and investigate whatever the fuck that was. I think the Archfiend of Fire may have just made a move. Who's running our way? Regular person? What's happening?
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking to sea, don't!
Why?
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Buffalo Isle with a boom. A massive fiend then took to the skies. Another blasphemy, we feared. But we didn't linger to find out.
That's fair.
Did you see where it was headed?
I can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you.
Yeah, keep running, if you must. He's wearing the same outfit as Varshan, but in a different color.
Buffalo Isle is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
In response to Kanyatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
Apparently.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm.
Yep.
I shall assume my dragon form and seek it out at once.
Wait.
Hmm?
You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
Okay. I'll see to the fiend.
You are right, Estim.
Yep.
I will gather my soldiers and search the isle for casualties.
Good.
As you wish. The fiend is yours. The hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany him?
Yep.
Very well.
They used Azdaya's other
Estinian
eye
and I will make
and
for
blinded her.
Al-Zadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response.
Yeah.
Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
Let's do this. We know the fiend was headed north. That still leaves a lot of ground for you to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? I know people who may have seen something. In other words, we seek help from the locals. If you think it best, then very well. So where to then? The great work in the encampment at the Hamsa Hatchery. Both places are to the north. People there may indeed have seen something. Very well. I will head to the great work and leave the encampment to you. Flight. But flying creatures in the area may cause panic. It's fine, I'm sure. Should be interesting to see what duty we unlock next. Though we're running out of time. So I probably won't be able to do the duty itself this time. Simply because of the fact that it is getting to the time when I need to leave for work. We have about 45 minutes before I need to leave, but only 35 before I need to get ready. Oh, and I still need to take the laundry that I did earlier out of the machine and hang it up. So I actually have less time. We'll at least get as far as unlocking the next duty. Saw the light over the Boundflower remnants too, did you? We've sent scouts to investigate, but they've yet to report back. We will continue to keep watch here. If you learn anything, be sure to let us know. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the Boundflower remnants before heading north, you say? I saw what I thought was a ball of flame flung from the explosion, but now I wonder. It flew north in the direction of Kagda. If it is in fact a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. I presume you've come to investigate the explosion of the Boundflower remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? A fiend emerged from the explosion and flew towards Kagda by the sisters. I learned of this sooner. Never mind, there's no time to waste. Confound it. We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. Must alert command at once and instruct the people to seek shelter. Is there a way to the top of Kagda? What, you mean to go there to investigate? Yep. Then again, you are more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish, we will leave this in your hands. The Anscall grounds are situated at the base of Kagda. I myself am not familiar with the mountain's path, but the quarry workers are bound to know men. Quatir, for instance, he has worked there the longest. Go well, my friend, and may the sisters keep you. You want to climb Kagda? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake earlier, it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to summit has been maybe blocked. If you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Shramul. He climbs like a langer and might know some other way out, if not the gentlest. I don't need the gentle route. I just need a way up. I reached the top of Kagda. What's happened, that should be the last place anyone sane would want to be. But yes, I'm familiar with another route that should still be passable. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. But I can't say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I'll take you to where the route starts. No further, alright?
Hello, can you hear me? We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it.
God damn it.
This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion.
Clearly.
A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
Yep. The fiend is the archfiend of fire. Newer trains of similar designs to what he had in his original appearance. Good. I was hoping it was mostly the
Such
same.
an exquisite sight. The canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once.
One of Gelbez's champions, I presume. God, I love that they kept that design consistent. Get one of the best designs of the original.
Rubicante, the Archfiend of Fire.
The original Archfiends. He had one of the best designs of them.
A monster in flesh. Yet in spirit, I remain a man. A prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world. Until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon.
Yep.
But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Very well. Mount Ordeals now accessible. I have enough time. I'm gonna try and queue for it. If I can. It says less than 5 minutes to pop, but as always, well, not as always, but as usual, while I am waiting for these, we will continue to gather resources. I'm glad with how much progress we've made today and last night. It's nice when we're able to make loads of progress and get really far in. I may be able to continue this later tonight after work, depending on what time I get back at. I finish earlier than usual, so I may get home earlier than usual. And if so, I should be able to actually play more content. Don't know if I'll be able to stream it. We'll see. It depends on how time we get back at. Like, if I get back by 10 o'clock, then yes, absolutely, we can stream it. But if I don't get back till after 11, then I'll just do off-camera reruns to try and get what I need to be at level with the content. Okay, we've got enough basilisk eggs, so next we need go with cobalt ore. I'm gonna turn on Truth of the Mountain as soon as I get the chance. Just in case the thing that allows us to get special resources pops up. Yeah. Be happy if we can do mount ordeals. It is amazing, though, how much Final Fantasy IV content made its way in to Endwalker. Like the Tower of Babel, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, was one of the major things from that, and it was the connection between the Earth and the Moon, which you could also access in that game. But Golbez and the four Fiends were major antagonists in that game as well. These are obviously different versions of them, although it could be implied that they are the same versions, just from a point in time after the events of the game in which they originally appeared. Though that's me speculating and making fan theories. There's nothing in the game itself to suggest that that is the case, so... But I still like making those little fan theories about the fact that all of the events of previous Final Fantasy games do seem to have some sort of presence within Final Fantasy XIV. The presence is small, but it's still there. Heck, future games get references. We can definitely confirm that 15 must take place on one of the other reflections, due to the fact that the main protagonist of that one has a cameo in this game in one of the seasonal events, and so does his car. And the versions of the primals that appear in that game. Some of them anyways, not all. Which in and of itself is pretty interesting that they went through the effort of doing that. I hate when we obtain nothing. Alright, the queue is now past 5 minutes. So we may start seeing it increase now. If we're not able to get into it today, that's fine. Though I do wonder how close to the end of this part of post-Endwalker we're at. Because I feel like we're very nearly at the end of it. Yeah, there's only one quest after this one. And then we're into the next expansion. And the first dungeon of that is during the second quest of it. So we are very, very quickly coming towards the end of the post-Endwalker content. Which I am totally okay with. Okay, I'm gonna collect a few more cobalt ore just to be safe. We only got the one more. Oh well, that's fine. I don't know what we're gonna be expected to get for the quests. Let's see. Our next thing that we want is adamantoid shells, which is more than 50%. So yeah, we should get about 2 per mining effort, which will mean we'll have to do 25 mining efforts, but it's fine. I'm only going to allow this queue to go as far as 10 past, because I want to give it at least 10 minutes for us to do it. If we aren't able to finish the queue if we're not able to get in by then, that's where we're going to have to call it for the day. Simply because of the fact if I don't have at least 10 minutes to do the trial, I'm not going to have enough time. It's a shame it's taking longer for this one. Probably because most of the other people will be here via, like, trial roulette. And trial roulette's more likely to get you on lower content. Which sucks. Come on, give me the adamantoid shells. Why must you be so picky? I might just go and continue with the story of Miner so we can get better equipment, and then when we come back for this stuff, it'll be a bit easier. That's probably my best option right now. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to Thanalan and level this up other ways. Other ways. We're gonna go do the quest. For the miners. 45. Level 45 quest for miners. And it should get us some pretty decent gear. I'm also going to head to another area of this map, because I think I can get some better gear for this class already. We'll see. Sparks, I was hoping you'd come by. I need your help with something. It concerns White Gully. He's recovered the wounds suffered in Kurthus and resumed his mining for the guild. Wonderful news to be sure, but one thing yet troubles me. See, White Gully has been taking on far more tasks than a single man should. Some attribute his newfound fervor for the sting of losing that ill-conceived jade contest, but I suspect there's more to the tale. I tried to broach the subject with him, but he's as stubborn as an auroch. Insisting it's not but my imagination, but I know there's something. Where I've failed, you might succeed. Strange though this may sound, you're the closest thing he has to a friend here. So I beg you, Sparks, speak with Wide Gully and try to learn what ails him. Do what you can to ease his burden. No doubt Adalberta sent you. She's been on me something fierce since I came back. But it doesn't matter why you're here or at whose request. The simple truth is I need your help. I've got a secret that would be sure to bring great shame on my family, but I need to tell someone who know that you're an honest sort. Ledgers of the Concern have been tampered with, and I'm being credited for the work I didn't do. Wasn't keen on believing it, but the culprit is my own father. I first suspected something was off when I received my last evaluation. Better than anyone what I do round here. I knew I wasn't working that much. I looked over the Concern's records and its dealings with the Guild, and sure as day, found some right damning evidence. You know whether to laugh or cry. I never wanted it said that I had a leg up in the Guild because I'm the Vice Foreman's son. If I was to succeed, I wanted it to be by my own hands. Learning that my old man was falsifying my accomplishments was like a punch to the gut. And that's why I've been working so feverishly of late. By fulfilling enough words, I'm hoping to turn my father's lies into truths. Taking on more jobs than I've got hands to juggle them with. Like I said, Venture, I need your help. I'd say I'm swallowing my pride to ask you this, but I've got no pride left. What happens from here on out, I'm a miner first and foremost, I just want to do my job. Around the order giving me the biggest headache is one for 20 chunks of electrum ore. You can find the stuff south of Camp Bronze Lake, over in Upper Nocia. Please hurry. Thanks. Already have it. Only 40 of it, mine. I have 40. Might go and get more later, but couldn't have mined better or myself. You've done me a great kindness. Gratitude rolls queerly off my lips, doesn't it? Mayhap it's something that comes more natural with time. It was only my pride that held it back before, and as I said, I've naught of that left. You have to work harder than ever now to make my fictionalized accomplishments more than just ink on parchment. As of now, I'm a fraud, plain and simple. Not like this electrum, really. It's impure stuff, gold mixed up with silver and other metals. What am I saying? That comparison ain't fair to electrum. At least this alloy is worth something. See, when refined, electrum takes on opulent whitish hue not seen in other metals. And there's certain things that can't be made without it, so it's prized by crafters. No. If I'm to liken myself to any metal, it'd have to be common brass. Stuff's pretty enough to look at when polished, but worth little and less. God, dreams of being special. One of a kind type of miner everyone respected. But now I just... Enough of this brooding. I myself as it is. No need to add being whiny self to my list of failings. You saved my hide today, Sparks, and I'll find a way to repay the debt. Mark my words. Okay, so we can get 2 extra by replacing that. The boots are definitely way down on the list of things that are... God damn, that's a nice boost as well. Hold on, let's compare item levels. They're both 30. So that increases gathering and that increases perception. I think I'll go with the boots. Alright, this class leveled up. And we got better equipment. I'm now going to go and check about something else. Can't remember if it's level 50 or 45 where we can start getting gear from the guild representative. Or Grand Company representative, rather. But there is gear available from them that's basically better than anything that you can get at this level. So I'm going to see if that's the case. Yeah, all level 50 for that stuff. So let's go back to getting the Adamant toy shells from Blue Frog. Got 2 minutes for this trial to pop, otherwise I'm gonna have to give up on it and call it for the day, which will be a shame, but I can't realistically complete it if I'm not like at the right level. Or if there's not people. If there's not people and I don't have time to do it, then yeah, I'm not going to be able to. So I need to acknowledge that fact. Okay, so this is an unspoiled mineral deposit. Okay. There we go. Got everything we can from here. The problem with the unspoiled ones is the fact that there's several resources you can get from them, but they only spawn at like 2 points of each in-game day, so you have to wait so much time to actually do it. Which sucks. The one aspect of gathering that I hate having to deal with. At least we'll hit level 50 soon. If we keep gathering stuff as we are, we should definitely hit it very, very soon. Plus, if I were to level up crafting, I could probably get better equipment. Just doing that. Which would help us. We could also go buy better equipment as well as another option. There's at least, I think there's at least one merchant who will sell us better gear. One in each city, actually. I should probably seek them out. Get all the better gear for this level. All the level 50 stuff. Or level 48 or whatever the highest leveled gear we can go purchase is. I think after I'm finished gathering resources in this area, which, speaking of which, I don't think trial is gonna pop, so we're just gonna withdraw from it. And while I'm gonna get ready for work and put out my laundry, I'll probably continue doing a little bit more of this during the little bit of time I'm gonna have before I have to leave for work. So this will be where we call things for today. overall, I'm quite pleased with how much progress we've made in the story. Like, I wasn't expecting that we'd get this far. But we did, and that's good. So, yeah. If I get back early enough tonight, we'll continue things tonight. If not, I'm going to be doing some off-camera reruns on certain dungeons in the evening. Off-camera, just so I can try and get the gear needed to continue with the story. And we'll probably do some other things as well at that point. So yeah, until next time, guys, as always, I've been Sparks, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.